get in the conversation. I was drawn in the conversation. Anyway, welcome to the Downers Food and Lifestyle channel. Um, it's a lot of stuff that we do here. We pretty much will literally get into a lot of subjects, but today I went to the farmers market, and while I was at the farmers market, someone pulled me in a conversation, and they was like, "Can I ask you something?" And I said, "Do you sure you want an answer?" So the question was, it was asked, "Do you think women want to be protected?" And I paused for a while. Reason being, that question is really coming from several different ways. Like, you can answer it in so many different ways, but then again, people are going to take women will take an attitude to it as to how dare you. But then again, when you speak a truth, nobody really likes the truth. And my answer to that was 75% of women do not want to be protected. And you have the rare ones, which is, I put it at 25, could be, I think it's lesser, but I'm just giving a benefit of doubt to say 25% wants to be protected and don't have that inferior issue, so to speak. And when I say inferior issue can span from a lot of stuff. People have mental issues, and a lot of people fail to say, well, then, okay, you know what, I should take care of my own mental issues or deal with my own mental issues. Or they expect they expect some things from a male, but not anything that really comes with it. In other words, you're asking for a male to be emotional, but if he shows emotion, then he's labeled as bitch, or he's too soft. And if he shows sternness, um, basically, he's too rough or too what's the correct word? Or too he doesn't have a any emotional thing that goes with him, or he's not kind enough, he's not intelligent enough to know when to tone stuff down. And it goes back and forth. While the real terminology for everything, um, I keep on saying the word, which is accountability. Accountability can cut several different ways in terms of one, a person may have a situation going on. You don't say anything, but you just see everything that's coming up, and you mention it, but they're missing the point completely. But at the same time, they will tell everyone that you're trying to tell them how to live. In terms of how they live their life and what they do, they don't see that that affects you as a person, so to speak. And then it goes back again down to their friends and what they do with their friends and how they deal with their friends. They're trying to have you come in to accept a certain quorum of how their friends operate or to get into a certain group. And if you're the type of person who don't care to fit in, then basically you're going to be labeled as difficult, as not wanting to be like everybody else. But who should be like everybody else? That's the question. But not to take it away from the subject that we had, but while we were there was two females and another male and myself, and we all come to the same conclusion that there is an issue that is plaguing that is a curse or a plague, I should say, that most females know they have, that they don't want to let go of. And this generation of what is called, like, let's say for instance, like, let's say we're talking about the social media. Now, they would say it's only in America, but it's not only in America, it's all over. The whole event that one person see this happening, and okay, this woman saying this and this woman saying that, and this woman say, I gotta get this, or you gotta fulfill this and you gotta fulfill that. In terms, male are now trying to protect themselves in every which way possible, in terms of, if I am making myself beneficial, why should I give of myself to somebody who doesn't have anything? But the quote is, if you don't have it, they're going to look at you and they're like, okay, you're broke. And you're giving broke vibes. And when in the same breath, they're saying that you're giving them broke vibes, they want to fulfill a couple other stuff. And I'm not bashing women. No, I am not. I've never bashed women. I still got my love for women. I do have a lot of female friends, a lot of female customers, and they will tell you, the ones who understand the assignment will tell you pretty much that I'm a straight shooter. I speak my mind, I say what it is, and I leave it right there, and I walk away. And I build a long bonding relationship with a lot of people like that, so to speak. But they are the far where they more likely more likely have their people already, right? But I ain't gonna shoot around that. But back again, like, the gentleman asked the question. I was like, bro, that's a tough question. But you know can you ask a question like that just to get a 5 minute answer? And the true answer to that one is no. Literally gonna take some time, so to speak. Um, you're gonna have to look at it from different angles. You're gonna look at it from angles like, what's the person's background that you're talking about? That's one. Number two, how the person was brought up. Number three, what kind of friends do those people have? Number four, are they really in reality, or are they in the virtual world? Virtual world meaning social media or the TV. What they see on TV or what they see on social media that people is talking about, or other females are talking about, that they want this before they can do this, and they want that before they can do that. But at the same time, most of them can't really afford what it is that they're asking for. And now they're asking for someone else to maintain that habit. Now, if I'm maintaining my own habit, right? Why should I come out and say, well, then, okay, I'm going to maintain a habit for you that you think that is you should be getting because it's the rich and the famous habit? That's another question. So we have five. Number six, how's your mental health really? That's the other question. Are you sitting there with so much stuff going on, with so much other things, that you can't really see reality for what it is? That is a real big question. So, at the whole point of view is that, you know, you can't dive into that question with just stuff like that because, like I said, there are many scenarios around it. Not one shoe fit all. And it just grows on from there and it continues and it continues and it continues. Like, there's another analogy. I'm not going to say all female, but females want to put the makeup on, a heavy line in makeup, right? But do not expect for a man to say, well, then, okay, I want to see you without makeup. Now you're seeing me as I am. Why can't I see you as you are? Why do I have to get into some superficial thing to really see what that is? Now, my big thing for that is that if you're scared to be you, all right. My question is this: why should I be around you, or why should I want to be dealing with you to begin with? Because if I'm going to be talking to you into a mask, that mean, I'm dealing with a mask. So one day when you jump from behind the mask and you're looking jacked up, you're gonna say, "Oh, it shouldn't be about how I look." No, the real question is, hey, you give this vibe, and then now you're planning to tell me that after I feel comfortable with that look, then you're gonna tell me that, okay, you can switch it up on me, so I must be comfortable with the other look because this is what you want to do now. Mm-mm, ain't working that way. Flip the script. Bye. See ya. So on that note, yeah, that question kind of ripped me to a little core today because there's so much thing behind that one basic question that as a male, you know, you're like trying to figure out stuff as you go by. And from a male perspective, you are who you are wherever you go, but you can't accept you can't get from the other person, or I'm not saying the other person, I'm gonna say you cannot get from a female who they really are. There is no what you call it now, no genuine, kind of thing to it. The genuineness is just gone through the door. So if from the beginning there is no genuine attitude, no genuine behavior, there's no genuine principle, there's no genuine lifestyle, really and truly, what are you expecting? That's the question. You're going to expect me now to turn around and be truthful in everything that I do. All right? So now that we can say, well, then, okay, you're not truthful in the way you look, you're not truthful about what your intentions are, you're not truthful about um, how you feel about your own self, and you're not truthful about how you want to live your life because you're basing your life based on other females or how other females think it should be, then that's a big dilemma. Well, anyhow, I'm going to digress and I'm going to kick back because this is just a talking session as to one of my thing for my podcast. And I mean, a lot of people can pick it up and go look, and then go with it and say, well, then okay, you know what, I'm gonna pick it to pieces. But before you do pick it to pieces, you know what, join me, send me a info, and say, hey, look, you know what, I want to speak with you. I want to pick your brain, and then we can do a joint stuff, and then we can talk about this and see how it goes from there. All right. Thank you and bless.